Trad wife and soft life. Is it a trend or is it a lifestyle? For women today, these phrases provide an alternative lifestyle to seek out an ultra-relaxed, stress-free life away from the hustle and bustle of the 9-to-5 job. Nevertheless, there are a few differences amongst women depending on their economics, age, and demographics related to these two phenomena. In the 70s and 80s, we had a shift in women deciding to enter into the workforce. However, this caused the pendulum to swing into unrealistic expectations for women. They became burnt out and discontent with their lives. I don't think women were ready for the consequences and backlash of being a do-it-all woman. Unfortunately, women became too familiar with poor mental health, which led into bouts of depression from stress-related anxiety. What is trad wife and what is soft life? So let's take a closer look. Let's start with trad wife. Trad wife is a woman who believes and practices traditional gender roles in marriage. For instance, the man goes to work to provide income for the family, while the woman stays home, takes care of the children, and manages the home. Next, let's take a look at soft life. Soft life is a lifestyle of comfort, relaxation with minimal challenges or stress. Now, I am fully aware of the original definition of the phrase soft life and its attachments to luxury and wealth. However, we will only cover the soft life in reference to a stress-free, minimalist lifestyle. To clarify, the alternative meaning to this term implies minimizing your work effort, living within your means, and downsizing your living space if need be. This lifestyle is to avoid the burden of overworking. It is important to also know this lifestyle applies to both married and single women. Trying to balance being a wife, mother, and working long hours on the job to supplement the family income could have consequences due to health issues. These include high blood pressure, heart disease, and even mental breakdowns. Equally important during this time is the spike in alcohol use and prescription drugs. Hence, the start of consumerism overload in our media advertisements. In fact, in the late 80s, there were loads of TV commercials aired displaying entire families looking happy because they asked their healthcare provider about the little purple pill. To make matters complicated, these ads were also shown in print media during the mid-80s and throughout the 90s. I can't help but to think about the ENJOLI commercial in the early 80s when I was just 10 years old. The main character flirtatiously sings all the things she could do. She could cook, clean, take care of the children, and bring home the bacon because she's a woman. Maybe the ENJOLI commercial influenced enough women in my generation to mindlessly leave their children home alone as latchkey kids, which later created unhealthy habits like eating an entire bag of chips while playing video games non-stop, or watching cable TV on hours end. This, in addition, induced antisocial traits, short attention span, aggression, and impulsive behavior problems. So what about the marriage? No couple time? Therefore, the union is in threat of infidelity or excessive use of porn sites. Now, the hubby needs to utilize a little blue pill. Meanwhile, trying to juggle all the balls in the air by being the perfect wife, mother, and employee has led to a plethora of dilemmas. We did not see it coming in the subsequent decades. The Venn diagram between the trad wife and the soft life movements intersect with the realization of the previous mistakes the last two generations made. First, allowing the neglect of our mental, emotional, and physical health by falsely believing that we could do it all. Secondly, the dismantling of the family structure, which is the reason for our children today battling with emotional stressors that we have never witnessed decades before. Women traditionally have always been the cornerstone of the family. With that in mind, the family is a microcosm of our current and future society. So could the trad wife and soft life movement possibly be a cry for change within our human culture to redirect the course of direction? In essence, I am proud to see women take great leaps into their career goals as professionals, as well as start virtual businesses at home or brick and mortar. The goal is to be flexible, to leave room for change when life evolves. Conversely, I believe there should be a balance and future plans, especially for our young women. By the way, I have a young adult daughter, and yes, we have discussions about her future plans in relation to her life goals. In effect, young women should continue to thrive in college and complete their goals in obtaining their professional degrees. In addition, we could reintroduce the practice of proper mating and what to expect within the fields of dating, thus implementing the seriousness of future family planning. The institution of marriage should be re-examined, and couples should have a clear understanding of when to set aside time to bring forth children. In the final analysis, both trad wife and soft life illustrates the desire to take a page out of the original notion of self-care and to put the oxygen mask back on first in hopes of being a better nurturing wife and mother that will also help nurture a better society. Thank you for joining us at the Thought Cafe. So, what are your thoughts on today's video? Can trad wife and soft life coexist? Is it one and the same? Or are they mutually exclusive? Share your ideas below in the comments section. Please respect the platform. And don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, because everyone has a story.